But no, he won't. He never will. He never... And he knows who I am. He knows who I am. Chud's mentioned my name to him. He's blocked me on Twitter, apropos of nothing. I didn't tweet at him. He just blocked me on Twitter. So he knows who I am. Being a perfect, innocent victim. That's what this is, guys. This is being a perfect, innocent victim. Devout Muslim with a white, uncovered wife who drinks. Only jump on streams where he thinks either his clout is gonna win people over or he's gonna have an easy ride. Talk to someone competent, Mutahar. Talk to anyone competent. Yeah, you're a devout Muslim. Is cowardice accepted in Islam? I don't think it is it? Mutahar does not deserve moral consideration, and his wife looks like Miss Piggy. So, we're gonna watch a Hutch VOD, alright guys? You may be thinking, why the f are we watching a Hutch VOD? This guy sucks, he's boring as f. And that's true. He does suck and he's boring as f. However, he debated Vadim, who's a bit of a lolcow. And there's had a lot of embarrassing debates, many of which I've covered. But he also had Mutahar on. Now, interesting that Mutahar, a guy who wants to stay out of drama, stay out of politics, would all of a sudden jump on a stream to 2v1 debate Vadim, someone who is completely retarded. Yeah, he wouldn't go back on Chud's stream. He wouldn't talk to Harmful Opinions. He wouldn't talk to Nicandros. He won't talk to me. But he will 2v1 Vadim. It's the most cowardly bro. It's sickening. This Mutahar guy, he is such a and you're gonna hear, truly, some of the most just despicable, disgusting from this guy. Let's, in fact, I don't even want to skip, I don't even want to watch Hutch vs. Vadim. I don't care about Hutch vs. Vadim. I care about Mutahar. This guy sucks.
He's in the...
This guy is truly such a piece. Comes through immediately. Let's just hear. Let's hear what he says the moment he joins.
Waiting room as well. He wanted to share some thoughts. Well, I'm asking you. If you don't want to do it, we don't have to do it.
What if you want to talk about it? I'd be happy to talk with him another time. If like now. I'd like sort of to wrap things up with you. Okay. Maybe you can invite him on.
So Vadim once again tired, no sleep, miserable life, can't ever sleep.
Because I would like to speak with you about things related to Ethan Klein when I have just because I'm the kind of person basically like the overwhelming majority of the first half or more of our conversation, I was very prepared for. Once we got to Ethan, not so much. And I'm the kind of guy who has to basically, because I'm ADD and I sleep really terribly all the time, it really does a number on just my ability to.
Yeah, if you wanna gather more particular examples of things that you consider to be, in your words, reprehensible, then I would be fine to whatever, but
to revisit some of the things that we talked about. You know,
it's every time he's on stream, he's tired. It's a bingo free space. Every time he's on stream, I'm tired. I never sleep. My life is unending misery. I wake up screaming every night.
Bring Mutahar in here if he has. We'll just have a very preliminary conversation. And I'll just see because hopefully I can have this conversation with him again, but
won't be happening. Will not be happening. He will never have a second conversation.
Is Mutahar still there?
Yeah, I can bring him in. Sure.
Yeah.
Muta, you're muted, but I brought him up.
Sorry, what's up?
Hey man, so I didn't bring you up at all. What is this about?
No. I was just asking about.
So Vadim didn't even mention Mutahar, and Mutahar wanted to come in here. I've got explicit criticisms from Mutahar. I would love a chance to talk to Mutahar about those. Well, do you think he'll come on my stream? Do you think he'll come on my stream, or do you think he just went on this stream because it's Vadim, whose brain is completely fucking mush from 10 years of being completely unable to sleep and waking up in screaming fits after 30 minutes of having his eyes closed, who is already getting owned by one of Destiny's top foot soldiers, ex-foot soldiers. Is it? Why do you think he won't talk to me, but he will join in this situation? I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why.
Your thoughts on that harassment, Ethan Klein? You know, I'm also somebody who is a somewhat decent-sized public figure that also faced the same level of unhinged harassment. You know.
So did you hear that? He has faced the same level of unhinged harassment as Ethan Klein. He has faced the same level. So even if you're pro Ethan, that should be an absurd fucking statement. The same level? What has happened? What has happened? They called the game warden on his hog wife, okay.
You know, it's just weird to me that when I'm watching you talk with Hutch, it's always like, it's always interesting to me that, you know, Ethan is like the big aggressor and, you know, he should just kind of take it. As opposed to the people that have, you know, covered him, graciously not even disowned the idea of like the CPS call to his house, right? Anything of that nature. Or if outright pretty much.
So who didn't disavow the CPS call? Denham's disavowed it. Hassan disavowed it. Who didn't disavow it? Are you just talking about Bad Empanada right now? Who are you talking about?
Insinuated that he's been fucking, you know, delinquent towards taking care of his children, right? Which is a pretty huge claim to make. I mean, Hutch didn't cover this, but saying that Ethan Klein is, you know, into drugs, for instance, right? Like, you do realize how that could really go against you in a court of law. Like, now that you're the CPS has a file on you, you know, they probably think.
Who said what?
So apparently now it's also harassment to say someone looks like they're on drugs. This is the level we're at with this Ethan Klein shit. I make no mistake, if Ethan said this and Nick Diorio watched it, he'd clap like a fucking seal. Maybe if he watches this with Mutahar saying it, he'll have a different take. But he would clap like a... If Ethan Klein was like saying, they're harassing me, they're saying I look like I'm on drugs, he'd be like, so true, they're deranged. So true, they're deranged. Well, obviously, I don't think anyone would say about Mutahar because Mutahar's a nice soft target that everyone can disavow.
What? About drugs? You're talking about me now?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that Denham's, like, you know, Hassan-esque community on Twitter, right? That have been pushing the idea of Ethan's on drugs. He's on this cocaine. I mean, that alone can probably have the cops look into you.
In regards to
that could ever... People saying, this guy looks like he's on cocaine on Twitter is going to have the cops looking into you? Mutahar, what are you fucking talking about? The cops are not prowling Twitter to see which celebrity is being accused of being on cocaine, Mutahar, and they are certainly not opening investigations on that basis. Are you some kind of fucking retard? Sorry, silly question. Silly question. Fucking idiot.
I have the same thing that I have to say to Hutch, is that, like, in terms of all of the harassment that he has received, some of it is totally beyond the pale, and I don't like... I'm
okay, but like if somebody involved the CPS on my family,
everybody, you know, whether you're a piece of shit or you're a great guy on YouTube, like I assign it.
What do you mean? Am I a piece of shit or a great guy on YouTube? What?
No,
why don't you just try listening, you retarded fuck? Take the fucking wax out your ears, buddy, and fucking listen. Okay, it's very obvious what you're saying. Whether you're a bad guy or a good guy on YouTube, you get a bunch of harassment. Yeah, that's how it works. You fucking idiot.
About you, I'm saying that, like,
dirty retard.
Regardless of one's character, I think that people should be treated the same.
Yeah, Muta is literally he is acting so fucking cocky here because he thinks he can steamroll Vadim. Mutahar, I will talk to you any day, any time about any fucking topics related to this. Anytime, any day, any moderator. Okay? Anytime, any day, any moderator. Literally. But no, he won't. He never will. He never... And he knows who I am. He knows who I am. Chud's mentioned my name to him. He's blocked me on Twitter, apropos of nothing. I didn't tweet at him. He just blocked me on Twitter. So he knows who I am. And yet he has chosen, knows there are people with criticisms of him, knows there are people with problems with him, but he has chosen, without even being mentioned, to go on a stream and 2v1 Vadim, who is widely known as a complete retard. Dude.
But when it comes to Ethan, it's just not even comparable. The amount of targeted harassment that he and his community has done to others compared to what he has received, and like there's just like an insane.
Yeah, but where did it begin? What is the timeline? I'm sure you're familiar with the timeline. Where did it begin? Was it him initiating it, or was it him unfollowing somebody from that community that started to, push the snowball initially?
How things started is just like I think like a.
I mean, I think how things begin is important, right?
Really reductive and like baby brain.
He's saying, how did this begin? Did it just begin with unfollowing? So again, I remind you guys how this began. Okay, so Ethan Frogan makes a tweet referring to October 7th as a revolution, and saying, lefties pine for revolution, but they hate it when they actually see it. Now, Frogan is absolutely being strangely positive towards Hamas in that statement. However, or at least it can be taken that way. However, it doesn't actually inherently mean that. The statement actually is saying, well, what do you expect revolution to look like? It's saying, yes, there are civilian deaths if there's a revolution. If you pine for revolution in America, you should recognize the fact that this is, it would not look clean. It would not look like surgical attacks on military bases when you're building a militia from a civilian population. It wouldn't look like that. So, however, Frogan obviously does have a positive view of both, I think, personally. I would guess she has a positive view of both. So that, I understand the criticism there. H3 unfollows her. Ethan unfollows her. Totally reasonable for him to unfollow her. You can unfollow whoever you want. Frogan goes into Hassan's Discord and says she'll support the IDF if Ethan refollows her. Then, October 9th, Ethan goes on his stream. I just want to pull this clip up again. Do I have it up on here? No. And start saying this in response to people like Frogan.
Thank you. That's all I have to say. So if you think Hamas is dope, just remember that you, even more than Israelis perhaps, deserve to be burned alive by terrorists and your whole family murdered in front of you. So there you go. In fact, why don't you just make it easier? Why don't you just fly to ISIS and do them a favor and just let them, just serve yourself on a platter for them because you deserve it. Fucking scumbags.
So guys, this is what not poking the bear.
Bloodthirsty, savage, fucking freaks.
Yeah,
man.
you want to keep going? You want to keep going?
Oh,
this is what not poking the bear, not hitting the hornet's nest, being a perfect innocent victim. That's what this is, guys. This is being a perfect innocent victim who did not get into a very incendiary, inflammatory political fight online by his own choice. It's pure innocent victim who just randomly started getting harassed for no reason. Remember, this is long before the CPS call, so you can't cry about fucking CPS, snark and skulls and all this shit. Again, time and time again, this has been the excuse. Ethan goes on stream. It's like, back here it was, oh no, you don't understand, he's Jewish, he has to say all this stuff because October 7th just happened. It's like, okay, I understand, I'll give him some grace. He's going a little bit crazy here, but I'll give him some grace. I understand he's upset about that stuff. But then, that excuse has been used again and again. It's like every time he says something crazy, it's, oh, he was just emotional, CPS was called that day, the skulls showed up that day, his friend was showing Nazi swords to him, and you expect him to not be emotional? It's like endless. The bullshit excuses are fucking endless. So the whole narrative is a lie on the Ethan Klein shit. The whole narrative is a lie. The idea that he's some beautiful, perfect victim that's just totally innocent, not true at all. He went out, he was starting fights, he was saying crazy shit he knew would get attention, that would be inflammatory, that would upset people. As you can see very clearly here. So drop this bullshit narrative.
Was it him initiating it, or was it him unfollowing somebody from that community that started to, you know, push the snowball initially?
How things started is just like I think like a really
I think how things begin is important, right?
Really reductive and like baby brain way to look at things.
How things begin is how you can understand the context of where things have led up to.
Well, at the beginning of things, he was also putting out stuff out there that people legitimately had good reason to think was, I mean, it was Islamophobic stuff. Some of the things that he said. Now, I kind of
what was Islamophobic?
Like his reaction to fucking
Sorry. Also, retards who there'll be a bunch of retards that will say, "Oh, well, yeah, it's fine to say that about people who support Hamas." Okay, so can you say that? Imagine that someone made this same statement that Ethan just made about being shot, killed, and burned in front of your family or whatever. Imagine a lefty made that same statement about the IDF. If Healer had said something positive about the IDF, and someone said, if you think the IDF is dope, Well, how do you think Ethan would react? Would we be screaming anti-Semitism, perhaps? Would we be saying that people need to be banned from a platform? Would we be implying that potentially even there should be some kind of legal consequences? Would we be like part of a ADL campaign to try and get rid of that person? What would we be doing there? What would we be doing if someone said that about Ethan? You know, there's actually a few other Ethan jokes that I would like to apply to him, specifically in the context of him doing everything he possibly can to make anti-Semitism worse for the rest of us. But, listen, we won't go there, because I don't think Ethan would show me the same grace that he showed himself several years ago. Unfortunate, really, isn't it? The comedy's so dead.
From the river to the sea.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, what is so weird about it? I'm a Muslim, by the way, too, a practicing one, a pretty devout Muslim.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I mean,
it's funny because everyone in this community of yours calls me an Uncle Tom. So
when did I call you an Uncle Tom?
Not you, but from.
Okay, where's the lie?
To
disprove that, actually. Disprove that, Mutahar.
From the river to the sea.
Yeah, I mean, that thing, what is so weird about it? I'm a Muslim, by the way, too, a practicing one, a pretty devout Muslim.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I mean,
it's funny because everyone in this community.
A devout Muslim. A devout Muslim. Mutahar, how often do you go to the mosque? When do you go to how often do you go to the mosque, Mutahar? Be serious now. Be serious. It's because you did that you went to the Cube one time, isn't it? You went to the Cube one time. He drinks! I've seen videos of him drunk! Devout Muslim with a white uncovered wife who drinks. Devout Muslim. Okay. Alright, Mutahar. Okay, buddy. Alright, man. Alright. Devout Muslim. Okay, man. Mutahar, debate me on the Uncle Tom. Okay.
Me and Uncle Tom. So
when did I call you an Uncle Tom?
Not you, but from that community that doesn't.
But everyone does. You might not, but everyone else has. Everyone else has. It's so pathetic the way these people engage. If you ever challenge one of these people on, like, beliefs that their allies hold, well, I don't think it's okay to ban. I don't think Assange should be arrested. Okay, but everyone you're working with does. But then the moment it's the other side, it's, well, all lefties think this, so you must think this. All lefties think I'm Ethan Klein's house slave, so you must think that too. You're a fucking idiot. You sound like a schizophrenic retard.
Inside a community, I'm just this weird Uncle Tom that is a weird Zionist. My wife's a Nazi, so, you know.
Bro,
you can imagine.
Maybe, okay, if you don't want your wife to get called a Nazi, maybe don't have her posting about being Aryan on Twitter. Have we considered this? Yes, if you post about being Aryan on Twitter, there's a good chance that people will call you a Nazi for it. Have we thought about this? Have we thought about this? Why are people having reactions to edgy things I say? I'm calling a reaction and people are having a reaction. Yeah, no shit, you fucking idiot.
I'm a little heated about this.
Well, right? You gotta let me, if you ask me a question, you gotta let me.
Sure, okay. Answer.
So when it comes to from the river to the sea, that is absolutely a very benign call for peace.
Is it a benign call?
right
This
now,
is the thing, is people like scum like Mutahar, scum like his wife Dojangles, want to court the edgy audiences, but they can't fucking take it. They cannot fucking take any of it. You can't talk about being Aryan and posting Pepes and this shit on fucking Twitter and then fucking cry when people treat you the way you want to be treated. You are looking for the Nazi alt-right aesthetic, and then you're crying when people say that's what you are. I like using some alt-right jokes and alt-right aesthetic. I just laugh. If someone says you're a Nick Fuentes fan, you're a groiper, I laugh and I move on. I'm not on here saying, that's harassment, you're defaming me, that's harassment, you're defaming me. No, because I know the response I'm looking for. I know the response I'm going to get. But you want to go on Twitter, you want to spend years playing fucking alt-right, you know, footsie games, making little jokes here and there. But then you'll fucking cry that anyone ties you with that brush. I even like the fucking term alt-right. It's fucking stupid. But obviously that's the way people are going to see you online. If you're using those jokes. If you use the jokes of that subculture, you will get treated as being part of that subculture, you fucking idiot. You can't go and cry harassment and defamation when people treat you that way. Like, this guy is such a cowardly, disgusting rat. It's actually insane. It's just so absurd that people actually let this guy get away with this for so long. So crazy.
Now we are at a place where, and actually we were at
and this fucking idiot Hutch is just a total mug sitting here, not even pressing on any of these points. It's so disgusting, man, truly. I fucking hate these people.
Place from the beginning where like people like the ADL.
It's just brought in to be brought in to just 2v1 Vadim. He's just sitting there like smug. Oh, free clout from watching Vadim get owned. Free clout from watching Vadim get owned. You're scum, bro. You're scum. You're a wretched, spineless fuck. You've hung around Destiny's community for the last 5 fucking years. Thank you for the $5. And yet you're sitting here totally fucking silent. I've got no idea what internet harassment is. Oh yeah, I guess calling people mean words is harassment. Vaping like a fucking gormless retard. When you're a DGGer, these should be points you're pressing on. Or do you and your community harass people too, Hutch? Can you be accused of defamation and harassment for various mistruths you've probably spread about Hassan? Is that the game we want to play? No, I don't think it is. So why don't you fucking stand 10 toes down and challenge a stupid prick that's in your cool?
And fucking stop anti-Semitism and whatnot. They are talking about just saying free Palestine in itself is this like call to like I think fucking Netanyahu said it as well, said that it's basically like the new Heil Hitler. Well, the same people who are obsessing and kind of like trying to like what's the word, tone police people with the whole from the river to the sea thing. It's the same thing. It's just kind of like basically people draw a line at they will mistake something that is totally 100% like just a well, maybe like I understand the I'm sorry, I'm getting a little like a little cracked out here. Sorry, I'm but my point is that like
so literally you have this stammering fucking retard who has not slept in the last 5 years, and this is who you choose to talk to. Such a fucking coward. Such a coward.
It is. There's nothing wrong with that, and
Vadim is basically some gutter HOOR Hutch brought in off the boulevard for Don Mutahar to take some of his anger out on.
Thank you for the $5 star-based. I'm like 10 minutes behind, but what a revolution looks like is very dependent on the culture of the movement itself, which is why I, as a leftist, fucking hate Hassan and friends. I mean, there's some truth to that, but I think the base point is still true, that if you expect disorganized militias, if you support the idea of revolution, you need to reckon with the fact that a disorganized, untrained militia drawn from essentially a civilian population is going to have insane fucking problems in combat. It's not going to be like even, you know, people have problems with how the US military operates. It ain't going to be anything like the fucking US military, that's for sure. Okay, that's the point, really. But yeah, I agree with you that obviously implying that you know, any revolution entails rape or something like that. Like, that's not necessarily true. Like, yeah, there's lots of things you could say about this, sure. Thank you for the $5, Jimberly.
Good points from Disembodied Tech Support, AIDS Buckangel, and Count Orlock. I need more of this.
Thank you, Jimberly, for the $5.
Like,
okay, but do you agree that things have context, right? You do agree that
I've never talked on stream this long, and so
that's fair.
I mean, yeah, but you understand context.
Can I just say this real quick, Mutahar? If I continue to kind of like, because there is a point sometimes where I just like tap out of conversations, and meaning like I cannot have like I just start stuttering like that. So if that's the way,
this is the sort of fight that Mutahar takes. This is the fight Mutahar takes.
It's going to be for me. Like we'll talk a little bit longer, but if that's the way it is for me, I'm going to have to bow out, and I'd love to talk to you again in the future. Can we do that? If like I kind of you know, if that's the case, because I want to have this conversation when I am capable of like giving you.
I mean, I just don't know what conversation we could really have. It's like, okay, I asked you, it's like, what does context make any sense? You brought up the river to the sea, right? Like, yeah, I mean, sure, obviously one could.
I'm saying that's one thing where, and
well, okay, well, let's focus on that one thing. Let's just focus on that one thing really quickly, okay? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Now, I have personally never been against the freedom of Palestinians. In fact, if you ask me, I think that as Hamas is a designated terror organization, and I believe they should be, as should the IDF. As a Canadian, I don't know why we don't designate both of them. That makes no sense to me. The IDF has done far more in aggression to the Palestinian people in this response to whatever they want to call it, counterterrorism or fighting against the Hamas individuals. It makes no fucking sense to me. But let's be real. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Where does this chant originate? Who is kind of pushing this, right?
So wait. So Mutahar is, would you say Hila Klein is a terrorist? Because if the IDF is a terrorist organization, she worked in the IDF, wouldn't that? I just want to know. I would be interested to know.
If we're looking at the broader context, no. If we're looking at the broader context,
Jewish Voice for Peace. Like, I
mean, and then that raises a question: like, if the IDF's a terrorist organization, and Hila Klein's a terrorist, why is that over my face?
Wow! I hope he paints that fence he is sitting on.
True. If the IDF's a terrorist organization, Hila Klein's a terrorist, and we hate Hassan for platforming and supporting terrorists, what do we think of Ethan Klein?
Basically, what you're doing by kind of
but hold on. I let you speak. I let you speak. Let me speak here. I let you speak. What does this phrase mean? Does it mean the complete like disestablishment of the Israeli people? Where are those Jews going to go? What's going to happen to them?
It means that from the river to the sea, that Palestine will be free. That's free for everybody. That's like.
Now, what about the history of Jews in that area? Middle Eastern Jews. How about that? How have they been dealing? How have they been dealt with in Islamic countries? Have they felt the same freedoms?
Look. This conversation is the exact same as fucking like white.
So he's just coming on to say that from the river to the sea is genocidal. Wow.
Just like.
By the way, this is a phrase that even Norm Finkelstein was criticizing.
Who have a problem with
Dude, no way, he's literally just using Ethan Hassan debate talking points. He's so fucking stupid. He doesn't even realize how bad that Finkelstein point was. Mutahar, you are so fucking dumb, it's unbelievable. Finkelstein did not say that was an anti-Semitic phrase or exterminationist or anything. He just said it was a bad phrase. And his phrase, his slogan, was even worse. The point was fucking stupid. Mutahar is such a stupid piece of shit, it's unreal.
Black Lives Matter.
Actual fucking bot. This guy has no thoughts of his own.
Black Lives Matter is it's exactly that, and
it's not even equivalent at all. We're not looking at the broader context of anything. We're not looking at the broader context of
what
this.
you're doing. Like literally,
If you dissolve the Jewish people, are they able to go home?
Let me just say this, okay, Mutahar. Every person who is...
Dude, what does he think from the river to the sea? If you dissolve the Jewish people, will they be able to go home? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? They have... Their home is in Israel. The idea of getting rid of Israel isn't just blow the whole thing up. It's stop it being an ethno-state and have the borders expanded. Basically, have it be one nation. It's a one-state solution, right? One secular, perfect nation where everyone has rights, everyone has equal rights. It's democratic. It's amazing. That's what they're saying. They're not saying that get rid of Israel as in turf the Jews out. I mean, obviously, there's some extreme elements that obviously going to think that. But that's not what most of them are saying, is it? That's not what your average fucking college student is saying when they scream from the river to the sea. They don't mean send the Jews home. They mean one state, one beautiful, democratic, secular state. That's what they mean. Which is obviously I feel like it's a bit of a pipe dream, but that's what they mean.
Like, genuinely an activist on behalf of Palestine. People who are not just activists, but extremely influential voices, like your Avi Schleims, like all of you name it. If you talk about someone who is central to who is a voice who is out there, either in America or beyond, who is advocating for the cause, they are using that term. So what you are doing is that you are saying all these people who are, there's no fucking way that you can tell me that these people are like actually trying to like suck Hamas's dick or whatever, that the entire pretty much the entire the entire sorry, this is like where my brain is kind of tapping out. But
no, I think what Mutahar
movement is doing it, the entire movement is doing it wrong. But you've got it right. But these people who have all these other
no. Do you think that the people online on like the Hassan side are the entire movement? Do you think like anytime we criticize people for having shitty?
I'm saying. Like if you go,
dude, you were just saying that the river to the sea is like genocidal, anti-Semitic, or whatever the fuck. This guy's such a fucking idiot.
There's not a rally that you'd go to from Europe to Australia to South America to here that you will not see versions of that. And,
okay, so what is your end goal?
Yeah, Mutahar is actually cowardly scum. It's truly fucking crazy. He is complete cowardly scum. The idea that you are such a fucking pussy that you... What? He backed out of the fucking shit with harmful opinions and fucking all those people, Nicandros and Nux and all that shit. As you pussied out in that situation, will only jump on streams where he thinks either his clout is gonna win people over or he's gonna have an easy ride. This is fucking pathetic. I watched him jump tomfoolery with Destiny once too. Destiny was arguing with tomfoolery, and Mutahar jumps on to pile onto fucking tomfoolery, of all people. The guy is a complete piece of shit coward. It's fucking crazy.
What is your end goal with this? What do you want?
It's an incredible...
What do you want?
I talk one-on-one, fair fight, with someone who has criticisms of you. Doesn't even have to be me, necessarily. I would love it for it to be me. Doesn't have to be me, even. Talk to fucking Nicandros or some shit. Talk to one person who has an actual fucking problem with you and isn't a total retard and doesn't care about your clout. Seriously, one time, one-on-one. How fucking hard can that be?
What do you want to happen in the Middle East right now? What do you want? What is your perfect goal? What do you want to happen? Should the Israeli government completely dissolve its borders?
I did not know that this is like so like going all over the place. I thought that you were...
He is worse than Hassan. He is more of a fucking coward than Hassan. The idea that this bitch, or any of these fucking losers, frankly, cry about, oh, Hassan can't admit he's wrong, Hassan doesn't face criticism. When you're this much of a fucking pussy is absurd. This guy is so one of the most bitch-made people who's ever been in fucking commentary shit.
Well, I'm asking you what the solution is. Do you want the government to be dissolved in Israel? Do you want their borders to be gone, the government gone, all of it just suddenly become Palestine? Do you want that to be the case?
Whatever.
Like, what? All of it just suddenly become Palestine? Dude, it's like they have no concept. It's like all of this. What do you think that means? That we just throw out They want all the Jews thrown out? Is that what you actually think these students are saying? When they talk about the dissolution of Israel, it's about having a one-state solution where everyone has equal rights. It's not... It all becomes Palestine. What does that mean? You're just using that to fearmonger the idea of like all these Jews die. That's all you're doing there. It's not just become Palestine. It's everyone there is given equal rights. Everyone has equal rights and freedom across that land. Do I necessarily think that's a good idea? Probably not. I feel like there'd be a lot of ethnic and racial violence especially in a transition period. I felt like that would be you know, both sides fucking hate each other. Israel have just killed a bunch of like everyone in everyone in Palestine has like a family member that's died to Israel in like the last few years. So it's just like what situation is that going to create? I don't know. Probably a terrible one. So no, that's a good idea. But I don't think that the people that are pushing that, the students that are protesting for that, are fucking anti-Semitic or genocidal. That's totally absurd. It's totally absurd to say that a bunch of lefty fucking students who want a bunch of people to have equal rights in this area are genocidal for that. You're a fucking retard.
Elements of the Israeli government that kind of whatever elements of the Israeli government that kind of enforce. You know what, dude? Like, you got to understand. Like, I have, like. How
many wars has Israel went against?
He's about to say, I have a fucking sleep issue. I literally am like a brain-damaged retard. I can't have this argument with you. That's what Vadim is trying to say right now. But obviously Mutahar, so desperate for his one debate win of his entire fucking life, is going to keep dogpiling Vadim. He's just going to keep going in on Vadim. He's come in, halfway through a debate, to 2v1 Vadim. With no well, I mean, Hutch, it's not 2v1 at the moment, to be fair. Hutch isn't talking, but he's not moderating either. But Vadim is sitting here saying, I am literally retarded. I literally can't think. I have a sleep issue. I haven't slept in the last 5 years, and I literally can't think. And Mutahar's like, do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Talk to someone competent, Mutahar. Talk to anyone competent.
Dude. I will totally have. Let's pick up this conversation another time.
What pick up the conversation? You're not answering the most basic question. What is your goal? Like, okay, if you believe in this cause so much, what is your solution?
I'm not. Look, dude. Listen to me, okay? I'm someone who has. Like, I've been battling a fucked up sleep.
You know what my solution is? Do you know what my solution is? I can answer this right off. Why? Oh, so you don't care about solutions. You don't care about the solution?
No one cares what your solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict is, Mutahar. No one's asking for Mutahar's Some Ordinary Gamers take on how we solve the Israel-Palestine conflict. In fact, I'd rather you just never said that. Never finished whatever sentence you're about to say. I would rather you just didn't. I'd rather you just left that in there where it belongs.
You know what my solution is? My solution is I think Muslim countries that have the capacity to deal with it should entertain working with the Israeli government and dealing with these actual errant behaviors, dealing with the bad parties, making it safer.
Look, dude. This is serious, okay?
Brave take, serious. I want this thing that's never going to happen. Wow. Wow, powerful stuff, Mutahar.
There's people dying. This is not a game to me, okay? There are children, there are fucking men, there are women dying.
No way! He's faking soy rage like this. There are men and women dying. Dude, Mutahar, you do not give a fuck about politics. If you gave a single fuck, you would spend more than fucking 2 seconds reading about it instead of just getting it all from fucking Destiny streams. You stupid, fat motherfucker. It's so crazy. Dude, fuck this guy. I can't believe he's trying to pull this. It's so crazy. Doing this fucking soy rage. Men and women and children are dying. Dude, you sack of shit fucking virtue signaling. Piece of fucking filth. Trying to get on stream, debate someone who can't fight back, and then start fucking virtue signaling to make yourself look good. You're fucking pathetic, bro. Mutahar is actually one of those pathetic, wretched people on this platform. It's so disgusting. It's almost as bad as when Diorio's on Twitter talking about fucking anti-Semitism without knowing a single fucking thing about the story. Dude, it's just like so wretched.
That is a serious case to me. I don't fucking hear any solutions from your side.
I don't see any solution.
Again, if
Dude,
you
shut
want
the
to talk to me,
fuck up.
because like you're just taking a really, compared to the bullshit that you put out on the internet, the sort
What
of
is the
like,
most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea? What is the most popular faction that says that? Tell me. What is the most popular faction in the Middle East?
What is the most
and
popular
Palestine that says from the river to the sea?
about this shit when I am like
No. If you should have a basic understanding, I'm a fucking computer engineer. You gotta still know what is the most popular faction in Palestine that says from the river to the sea. Tell me,
bro,
Hamas.
done. We're done.
Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas?
Most popular.
I told you.
What is the most popular faction?
Pathetic. Absolutely fucking
It's a simple
pathetic.
answer. Okay, we're going down a name calling. Great. Okay, I'm the asshole, but I'm asking you a simple question. What is it?
It's Hamas. It's Hamas.
You, I went into this, you fucking idiot.
Bro, do you not know the most basic fucking answer?
Dude, this is actually so pathetic and embarrassing from Mutahar. To get on here and virtue signal with someone who literally is telling you they can't fight back. Dude, face literally anyone competent. It's so annoying. It's like, you are such a ungodly fucking pussy. Dude, does Allah know you this much? You're a pussy, you devout Muslim. Yeah, you're a devout Muslim. Is cowardice accepted in Islam? Is it say in the Quran? Yeah, you should act like a complete fucking bitch your entire life. Is that what it says in the Quran, Mutahar? I don't think it is it?
This saying that I had already reached a point of kind of exhaustion, and the thing is that like that's a real thing with me because
I have to work for a living. You think I'm not exhausted either? What the fuck?
Dude,
what is the most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea?
Hutch, can you just fucking terminate this so I can explain? Like, if you want to talk another time, I'm fine to talk to you, but it has to be at a time when I'm like,
bro, you can't answer the most basic question.
He told you he wasn't going to be able to. He's told you 6 times he can't answer questions because this guy has a fucking sleep disorder. He hasn't slept for like the last 5 years. He wakes up in screaming fits every night. He can do like 20 minutes of conversation at a time. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this about Vadim. That he is a total psychotic retard who has got a fucking sleep issue that makes him wake up in screaming fits every night. It's so great. Everyone knows this. And he said it just before Mutahar came on. Anyone that's seen Vadim in debates knows this. Vadim, sleeping issue. Where is it? Is it 2022, the year that broke my brain? Is it this one?
And you know this. Yeah, you do. Okay, so I have this really bad sleep disorder, and I'd like primal fear, randomized jolt, start slipping in between consciousness and unconsciousness, and your thoughts begin to melt into dream soup, and then you're just out. Well, I don't get that far, because I've been suffering from a form of night terrors. Every time I go to sleep, pretty much the split second I start drifting off, I will feel this pulse of energy right at the base of my skull. In that split second, my eyes jolt open, I'm gripped by this overwhelming primal fear, random muscles will twitch, or my arms and legs will shake rapidly or flail about, and more often than not, I'll scream at the top of my lungs. This all happens in a flash. But it doesn't really end there, because on most nights, this can go on for hours, over and over and over, and you get the point. This
is the guy Mutahar's debating, by the way. This guy says, I can't have a conversation, I haven't had any sleep, and then Mutahar's like, oh, well, do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Like, dude. It's so pathetic. It is so pathetic. It is so embarrassing for Mutahar. And these fucking retards like Hutch, cocksuckers like Hutch, who don't care about clout, will let him get away with it too. Not even saying, oh, Vadim said that, you know, his brain's completely fried and he's probably going to struggle with this, so we should have a proper conversation another time. Hutch could totally say that, but he's not going to. Fuck's sake. Thank you for $5, Jim Believe. It's really fucking annoying when I'm trying to talk. Thank you. Great. Awesome stuff. Okay. Okay, thank you for $5. It's really awesome that Hutch is just like a total fucking bitch who only cares about clout, who would sit like, not say anything when it's been expressed to him before the conversation. I want to talk to him at another time. I want to talk to him at another time. I can't do it right now because I've got a sleep issue and my brain's completely fried. But Hutch just sits there and lets Mutahar, oh no, Mutahar's getting his win. Mutahar's getting his win. This guy's good with DGG. This guy's a good guy to let win. Fucking idiot, man. I can't stand these people.
And why the fuck do you think I want to waste my time
talking when I am someone who has like
it's Hamas, by the way. It's Hamas, by the way. That's the answer. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard.
So what does Hamas mean when they say it?
Hutch, what?
You've seen their flag.
Can you please terminate this?
Dude. Nothing from watch Hutch say some retarded shit here.
Asking a basic
listen, I don't want to force the conversation if it doesn't. If both parties.
Dude, he's actually like, you can hear it. He's such a fucking clout shark bitch. You can hear it. He's scared to even say anything to me. Or I don't want to force the conversation. Fucking, you're such a cocksucker, man. Truly.
But
I'm more than happy to talk to you another time, Mutahar. But the thing is that I have to do it when, like I have, like.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask you. Before we end this, obviously you're tired. Do you think I was asking you a really difficult question there? Do you think I was trying to do a gotcha to you? Do you honestly think so?
He told you he gets to a point where he taps out on conversations because he has a fucking sleep disorder. That means his brain's completely fried because he can't sleep for more than fucking 5 seconds at a time because he wakes up screaming for hours. Dude, you're a fucking retard. You're basically just attacking a disabled person right now. Vadim is like that retarded.
You're talking about because I was speaking.
Okay. Hold on. Can you listen to conversation? Can you listen to my question? Just in peace. Dude,
I would love Mutahar. Please take this energy with fucking anyone else. You cowardly piece of shit. Actual fucking coward. He's disgusting, man.
So I'm going to say it very slowly.
All right. Go ahead. I'll chill out and I'll just say my final.
All right. Let's redo it. Let's bring it on. Okay. What is the most popular Palestinian faction currently that says from the river to the sea?
Okay, it is not Hamas. It's like
Hamas,
like people all over the fucking earth say that. And like,
well, no, you see, he said Palestinian faction, which means faction in Palestine. And, it's not like it's the biggest faction in Gaza or anything, and so it's obviously gathering a level of support. So ignore all of that, Vadim. Just say, oh, it's the most popular faction in Gaza, and they say it, so everyone means it is genocidal. Literally everyone, even these college kids.
Like, so look, this is
I asked who in Palestine says it. I didn't say the world.
Yeah, exactly. So in Palestine, dude, he's such scum.
Stop this bullshit of continuing to ram through. I shouldn't have even started this to begin with. This is what I have to say. Okay, I genuinely have health issues. Okay, like health issues.
I do too, bro. It's part of life.
You're such a fucking bitch loser, Mutahar, dude. This guy is actual filth. This is so crazy, man. It's so crazy how much of a fucking coward Mutahar is. Truly. Yeah, what health issues? Obesity, sleep apnea, fat wife disorder.
Talking at this length. I thought that this was going to be a 2 to 3 hour conversation with Hutch, which I was prepared to talk about.
To be fair,
and this is the thing. What we're talking about is very important, and I'm not going to have a conversation. I am not in a place where I can do the conversation we're having.
We can pick it. We can listen. You haven't eaten any food. I get it. I'm fucking hungry too. We can pick this conversation up another time. I didn't want to force anything. I did ask you for permission if you wanted to speak to both people. I didn't mean to dump anything on you. Just to be clear. But if you want to break
this guy's below
we can do that.
Totally fine. I asked you to bring him in, so I'm not saying that you I don't think that you were kind of I don't know just being a dick by letting these people in. I said let's go ahead and do it, but
let's just pick it up another time.
Conversation that I had with Mutahar and other things. I mean, it's exactly like I was telling you. In general, I should have just kind of ducked out after about 4 hours because. Basically, yeah.
It's okay. Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Let's both go get some food. It's all good.
So
and we can pick.
I will talk about Ethan at another point in time.
Okay.
And if Mutahar wants to have a conversation about that, I will resume it with him at a time when my brain is not just
I got you. I understand. It's
Swiss cheese.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mood, I don't know if you wanted to stick around and talk a little bit longer, but yeah, it's fine.
I just think it's insane. Like, okay, I asked the most basic questions. I got to dip out. Bro, I'm easy to dunk on Twitter. I've seen you try to do that to me. I've seen you fucking, like, actually have a conversation. I ask one simple question, and now it's like, delay it. Like, what the fuck, dude? This is why nobody takes this fucking side seriously at all. Like, honestly.
What? Talk to me then, Mutahar. I'm not even on that side, okay? I just know the arguments better than you or anyone else, frankly. So, I'm more than willing to talk. I'm more than willing to talk. Why is it only this guy? Why is it only the disabled guy? Why is it only the guy with a sleep disorder? Why is that, Mutahar? Why is that? I just want one simple question answered. Dude, you fucking pussy.
God, this whole thing is a fucking clown show.
Dude.
What?
Like, it's just so obvious. He felt like he got a chance to posture here. He's such disgusting scum. I truly cannot overstate how much of a piece of shit Mutahar is for pulling this. Such a snake move. He is so desperate for his public win to look like he's faced some criticism. But he hasn't. He saw a soft target and he jumped in. It's disgusting. And Hutch, useless fuck moderator, absolutely useless, worthless fuck moderator, any reasonable person who's worth their fucking salt in political commentary would simply pick up the stillman of Vadim's position and at least try and give some pushback instead of just letting Mutahar come in and steamroll someone who can't answer questions. You would at least try and pitch some of it to her, even just for the content. But no, because you're a bitch, because you are clout-oriented, you have allowed Mutahar to get a win that you know he shouldn't have been set up for, that Vadim had already said he couldn't engage in this conversation, he wasn't going to be good for it, he was going to have to do it another time. He was like, fine, I guess talk to Mutahar briefly. But he's already told you this, and you've chosen, as a complete bitch, to sit there, silent, the whole time, while Mutahar makes points that would impugn you and your community if they were held consistently, and you say nothing. You sit there saying nothing, you're totally silent, because you're worthless, because you're spineless.
Do you, like, obviously, this is, like you just a moment ago were talking about how important this situation is. I want to have a conversation of this gravity.
Okay, do you think I would have a better time talking to you or a brick wall, honestly? Do you think I'd have a better conversation with you or ChatGPT?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Honest to God, I think I would probably...
Yeah, dude, he's told you he can't fucking respond to questions, bro. I don't know if everything's broken, if my camera's frozen or what. I need to restart OBS, okay, guys. 2 seconds. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm just pulling up my chat again. Dude, Mutahar is actually the most ungodly pussy in the world, dude. It's so fucking
probably have a better chance talking to ChatGPT. I think talking to you is like talking to a fucking child. So now you're
ducking out. Okay, so am I right?
Am I ducking out, really? Am I ducking out?
Conversation with me,
bro. You haven't presented yourself. You haven't.
He said he literally couldn't do it today. He's willing to do it with you another time. Why don't you talk another time, Mutahar? Is it because you can see that now's an easy time for you to get an easy win? You don't want to risk taking a loss because the goal isn't actually to have a conversation, but actually to boost your public perception by getting an easy win on a soft target in a position where you know Hutch won't challenge you. Is that potentially the goal here, Mutahar? Is that the goal here? Is that why you're not accepting a second conversation? Pussy. Fucking pussy. All the way through.
I didn't ask you an unprepared question. I'm just saying this is not worth my time, okay? Maybe if you were like a Hassan Piker, I might...
You just jumped in out of nowhere. This isn't worth my time. When you just jumped in to join this conversation. Absolute filth.
Consider it, but honestly, this is just such a waste. Like, you're not doing anything to really fucking... You're not bringing the intellectual, like, capacity here. You know? Like, at all.
That's why I'm saying that I can't fucking talk.
He's trying so hard to big dog. Talk to me, Mutahar. Anytime, man. You want intellectual capacity? Okay, we'll check your intellectual capacity. I'll bring a measuring tape. We'll check the capacity on that intellect. We'll see how that goes, Mutahar. Fucking piece of shit, man. He's such a fucking loot. It's just like... Actually driving me insane.
Right now, like that's why I want to talk to you at another time, because I would be able to bring that. I am not having this conversation with you because I can't bring that.
So hold on. I have a bit of...
You don't have the subs. Look, if he wants to say, "Oh, I don't talk to people with low subs," he should say that explicitly. But he knows who I am, so he can't pretend he's got no idea, because Chud told him who I was. And he blocked me on Twitter without me even tweeting at him. So he clearly has some idea.
My day, I talk to you, and then you duck out, and now I have to be fucking pursuant to this conversation later.
I
Really?
said, dude, I said to you from the beginning, I will continue this. Like, before you even fucking came in, you like dipshit.
Yeah, also, you don't have a subs. He's on Hutch's channel. I understand Hutch has a bunch of subs, but he gets like 300 viewers.
You manipulative asshole.
Like,
I'm manipulative? What did I do? Wait, hold on. What did I do?
Call of Duty subs.
But that,
Jesus
like, I probably
Christ.
was tapped out, and that I would not.
God,
and,
you're
and
like
then,
a
and then when you
fucking
got
woman,
here,
dude.
then when you fucking got here, I
Dude,
said,
he's
like,
such a
look,
pussy, isn't he?
if this
You're
is
like a
the
woman. You're like a woman. Get on a stream, you fucking pussy.
way that it goes, I'm gonna have.
How
to
long
tap
have you been
out.
talking about Israel and Palestine for before me? Was it, how many months was it? How many months were you talking about this?
Does Vadim talk
Like,
about it?
from the get go, dude? Like,
Okay, so from the get-go, but you can't spend an extra 20 minutes talking to me on those basic questions
no,
when you get
because
caught up?
again,
Really?
I like want to talk at a time. What you want to do here is that you want a conversation when my brain. Is
I asked
completely
you
just, like, spent,
basic questions and you
take
couldn't.
Dude, like, he won't even let him finish because it makes him look bad to point out the fact that the conversation started blatantly because Mutahar saw him as a soft target. Fucking bitch.
Man,
advantage of that. You
Dude,
already
he
have.
is he's
Taking
one of the most
advantage?
cowardly people online. It is actually amazing how fucking cowardly this guy is.
If you, yes, like I've told you.
Man, I'm sorry. I
that
asked you a
am
basic
not-
question. That's taking advantage.
Dude, do
Jesus
you
Christ.
do you like actually like understand that sometimes people like I have a disability.
I understand when people are
it gets-
disingenuous like you, and when they're caught in lies, they have to stammer like bitches and then fucking back out of a conversation. That's what I understand. I understand when somebody can't
No
understand the word
shit.
retraction.
This guy is filth. Mutahar is actual fucking scum, man. I can't come up with any other words for it. This guy is fucking subhuman. Seriously. The idea that you get on, when Vadim has said, this guy, legit, I'm not one who sits here and cries about people's fucking disabilities all the time, but this guy says all the time that he has a fucking sleep disorder. That means he can't sleep more than a few hours a night because he wakes up screaming every fucking night. And he says that to Hutch. And he says to Hutch, I'm completely fried, I can't have this conversation. And Mutahar insists on doing it today. And then here he's like, yeah, you have to stammer because you're a complete bitch. You have to stammer because you're a complete bitch. When he's clearly laid out why he's stammering. And we know why he stammers in every other fucking conversation. He is actually below human. Mutahar does not deserve moral consideration. And his wife looks like Miss Piggy.
No shit.
When you
I
don't
have-
understand, when you don't know the definition of what a retraction is, I can figure out your
just hang up
intellectual
on
capacity
this
there.
guy, dude, and so I can
Jesus
so I can say go fuck yourself, dude. If you like if you want to have a conversation with me
Good job,
at a time when I'm prepared to have it, you'll fucking lose. I promise.
All
you.
right.
Right
Oh,
now.
oh my god, the Jedi mind tricks. I'm so
right.
fucking scared of them. Ooh.
Let's just call a heart out. Vadim, it's all good. Go get some
I'm
food.
gonna say something. I need you to get rid of him,
Okay.
and then I'm going to say something, and then we'll do that.
Yeah, Hutch, don't worry, Hutch. I'll leave, okay? He needs the hug box. Okay.
All right.
I'll leave.
I'll talk to you later,
Thanks for
Muta.
having me on,
Needs a
brother.
hug box from someone who will never step into an actual contentious environment where he has any chance of taking a hit. You fucking coward. You absolute bitch made to the core, fucking loser, hack, lying sack of shit. Absolute hack piece of worthless, subhuman shit, Mutahar. Fuck you, man. Dude.
All right. Yeah, let's give you the final. We need to get some food in you, brother, because
Yeah. No.
Fucking crazy, the posturing here. Actually fucking disgusting. Actually despicable. Seriously, what a low IQ fucking loser coward. Truly. Absolutely. What? That's so disgusting, man. What a fucking loser. Dude, it's like actually disgusting, man. It's like so ill. You join purely for the soft target, and you see it's not. You see you've got no opposition. You just keep going, and you will never face any real contention. You are a fucking coward, dude. Seriously, dude. I pray this guy. Dude, I can't wait. I want to see this guy go through with every lawsuit. I want to see the public opinion turn. I want to see this guy torn apart by his own fucking fan base. Dude. Please, lawsuit, Mutahar. I want to see you on this Ethan Klein lawsuit. I want to see you fucking build on this Ethan Klein lawsuit so bad. Dude, he's actual filth. It's actually so crazy how bad it is. I clicked this for 5 seconds. I heard the first few lines. I was seething in bed. I had to turn it off immediately because I was going to just listen to it on my off time. But I started seething immediately. I was like, I can't listen to this while I'm falling asleep. I can't listen to this. I'm getting too mad. I didn't realize how fucking bad it got. He's actually just dirt. He is actual dirt. He is, like, not human. It's so ill. Yeah, stick to the fucking anime porn of underage characters, Mutahar, okay? Stick to watching anime porn of underage characters, Mutahar, okay? Like Vosh. Like Vosh, who you hate so much. Dude, fuck this guy. I just can't stand scum like this, man. Holy shit.